Good morning and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG review. I am DM Bloodworth, and as you can see by the graphics, this morning's video is a channel news update number 52. And it has truly been a huge week for myself as a participant in the tabletop hobby. Um, about 10 days ago or so, my channel became monetized by YouTube. I was really surprised and stoked at the same time. Really excited to continue to bring my content to more and more of you because the reach now for the channel, once it had exceeded that 1,000 subscriber mark, I can already tell just by the analytics that that reach has really expanded quite a bit, and I'm looking forward to bringing more interest to our hobby, especially the games that I have an interest in, which is the old school games and OSR games in general. But I also focus on computer games and such. So the channel is really growing. It's given me plenty of opportunities out there to reach more people and to introduce more people to the tabletop RPG or just computer RPG hobbies. Also, over the last couple of days, I received word from DrivethruRpg that my first two adventures were reviewed. The first adventure was for Mifrog 4.0, a very small mini adventure. I just wanted to test out the system on putting up something small and simple and cheap to get it out there and to see what the approval process was. And it was approved, so it is now live under R.Sell Games Publishing, which will be linked in the comments section below. And the second title was for the Basic Rules Gangbusters BX Edition by Mark A. Hunt. And this adventure is one that I had play tested in a number of conventions this past year. So it was played at Gen Con, it was played at Cobalt Con, and it was very successful. And the only thing that hung it up was that I didn't have the OGL. For some reason, a section of it got cut off when I did a cut and paste. And so that should go live probably today. So that will also be available. So at the end of this video, if you just go to the description, you'll see a link to R.Sell Games Publishing at DriveThru, and you could directly link there and take a look at what's out there. And I kept that one really cheap too. I'm going to produce and upload adventures now that I've been sitting on for a very long time, just tighten them up a little bit as far as presentation, and then I'll be putting them up there. And at least for the next couple of weeks, I will be putting them up there at a fairly cheap price. That way there's some exposure for the new publication company that I produced. So that was the second big news of the week. The third piece of big news, and no less supportive of this channel than the other two bits of news, is that I've been invited to be a guest host and interviewee, I guess, on RPG Die Gest. So really excited. This is on the Legion of Myth Twitch channel, and I will leave a link of that in the description of this video as well. And great guys over there. I've spoken to them before. I've been a speaker or a guest on their channel in the chat room. This is my first time actually appearing on the show itself, so I'm super excited about that. And we will be talking about the D&D basic set, so the BECME, as I call it, BECME set. So we'll be talking about basic, expanded, and the companion rule books. Might touch a little bit on Masters and probably not on Immortals, but we'll see how that discussion goes. And then in segment 2, we'll talk just about my experience in the hobby and going all the way back to the late 70s up until now, including my hiatus in between where I wasn't much into the tabletop hobby. I was more involved with consoles and computer RPGs. But then I made my return, and we'll go into that as well. I don't want to give any spoilers now. And then finally, the third segment will be an open segment where people could come in and ask questions and just jump in on the conversation. So I'm really excited about that. That is going to be live on Twitch, and again, I'll leave a link. I believe it is 11 a.m. Central, so that will be 12 p.m. Eastern time. So take a look at that. They also have a channel here on YouTube, and you can look them up there as well. Again, I'll leave a link in the description so you can track that down. Other news that I have, since I have you all here, is that I am going to be uploading a new video series for Divinity Original Sin, the expanded or enhanced version of it, but this time co-op play. So I made a new friendship with somebody on Facebook from the Divinity community there, and we started playing just last night cooperatively. So my character Blood and his character Okairo. My character's a fighter, his is a ranger, and we're going to just see how it plays out during the co-op play and just putting together a nice adventure series for the channel as well. And then finally, sometime this weekend, probably Saturday, I will have I'll have the next video in the series for Mifrog 4.0, where I will be going over the combat system. So those are what videos you have to look forward to. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments and section. Make sure that you share the video if you're so inclined. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And again, always, I am so appreciative of everybody that visits the channel. I love it when you decide that what you've seen here is something that you want to continue following. So make sure you hit that alert bell. And I just look forward to seeing you on the gaming screen sometime soon. You'll have a great rest of the day. Enjoy your weekend coming up. And remember to be safe out there. Take care.